Hello everyone, we are back over here. So, the topic which I am going to discuss is very much important. It is actually connected to the future of India, the future of economy of India, the progress of our nation. And that's a common term, self-start. In every country, there are three common major things on which I also have an international VC on 25th of January. That's wealth, charity, and poverty. These three common things exist in every nation. Among these three things, there is one thing which is in abundance, that's charity. In India itself, we have many NGOs, many social organizations. In every nation, whether it's a developing nation or whether it's a developed nation, every nation has charity in abundance. But there is a line of difference, that is wealth and poverty. Now it depends upon the country how much difference line it is having. Being an Indian, let's talk about India. In India, this difference line is very much. Some people are extreme rich, some people are very much poor. The difference line of wealth and poverty is extreme, and this self start can decrease that line. It cannot happen that that line will be finished, but it can decrease that difference. It can decrease that rate. Now, what is self start? Self start is one of the important gem of a nation's development. In every nation, people are quite scared to follow this path of self start. They do service because they think it's quite easier. And that's a human behavior. A human always chooses that thing which he feels it's easier and which he thinks that it's difficult for him. He always leaves it behind. He thinks that I have to get rid of it. But instead of that, if you will move towards it like a magnet, he will achieve success and he will contribute in the success of the nation. The path of self start, as I'm saying again, is not a bed of roses. But if you will sincerely follow it, so you will achieve that success which you even have not imagined. So self start gives you some difficulties, but at the end, you spark like a star, you shine like a star, you become a global star. So now let's go deep into this topic. Let's come from the globe to India. In India, the education system of India is very much advanced. We learn things earlier at early classes as compared to the education system of abroad. Then why India's economy, why its GDP, it's still 20%, or why the nation is still a developing nation, why its economy is still developing. It is because most of the people are hooked into service, job. They are not thinking to do something of their own. Why to become a slave of a boss? Why you are working under someone? Don't you feel that I should start something on my own? Something creative which can help everyone. But this mentality we Indians don't have actually. There are people who have this mentality and they have achieved success. The names are familiar to everyone because they have followed the path of self start. They also have faced a lot of difficulties in their life, but they never give up. They moved, and finally reached to the top of the ladder. Every Indian, when he's from class ninth to 12th, has many aims in his life, and most of the common aim is to get or to do a highly paid job so that he can serve the needs of himself and his family members. Parents also encourage the child to do the same, but rare cases. If a child says to his parent that I don't want to do a job, I want to start something on my own, a track of self start, the parents will neglect its his or her opinion. He will bring him back to that same path of service. People are actually they fear to give at least a try. They don't even give a try. They never follow this code try and try until you succeed. Because of which India is still a developing nation. And then what happens? Some people who even follow the path of self start and achieve success, they move abroad, brain drain happens because that person is very rare. That person is very rare. So he moves out. But if that same person is there in abundance, so maximum will stay here. Brain drain will not occur. That is why brain drain is happening. Either due to government policies or either due to excess service. I can understand that being a parent will never force his or her child to face any difficulties or to struggle in his life. A parent always wants that his child should always live a comfortable life. But the parent forgets that the child is not studying for themselves, the child is studying for himself. He has taken birth on this planet to do something creative. Why to always follow the lead? Why not to do something different from the crowd? So you have to just do one thing. First of all, you have to be strong from inside and outside. And most important thing, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be mentally strong a lot. Then only you can follow self start. Or if you, the moment you lose your morale, think about your dreams. Realize your dreams who becomes death. Take out your sword. Move again in the battlefield. And the day you win this battle, the day you will achieve your goal of self start. Self start is something which actually makes you creative. We say that a person becomes creative by writing, but a person also becomes creative by following the path of self start to do something of his own, because to do something on your own requires creativity. And that creativity is either developed to two things, as I've said earlier, either by writing or by following the path of self start. Now, let me give you some examples of self start. The people who have achieved the goal of self start, basically industrialists and businessmen. Like we have Ajit Premji, we have Anand Mahindra, Mukesh Ambani, who is the richest person of Asia, and many other. Like we have Mark Zuckerberg, we have Chang Ma of China, and then we have Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Some of them may have godfathers, but most of them have developed their business on the power of themselves and they didn't lose their morale. It may happen that in somewhere in an aspect of their time they may have lost their morale, but they follow the three basic things to come on the track of self start. Realize your dead goals, take out your sword, and move on the battlefield and fight until you win this battle. Society will criticize you no matter how much criticism you fail. you face, but never give up. No matter what others say, sometimes your parents might also say to yourself, "What are you doing?" But don't get affected because you are on your track. If you will just withdraw it, so you will deviate from your path. Self start is like an amazing world, a world of glory, a world of wealthiness, and the world of nations' progress. And if every youth will just at least give a try to this path of self start. So, India is over here, it is on the earth, it will reach to the Mars, and from a developing nation, it will turn into a developed nation. So, why the thinking of the service? It may happen, yes, you do service to learn the work, but after that, don't just continue it throughout the life of your 60s or 70s. When you learn something, then start something on your own, do something creative. And it may happen that it may take you years, it may take years to establish, but one day you will definitely do it. As we know, hope is never silent. So, at the last of this video, I want to only say follow the path of self start. Create a fire in yourself. Why to work under someone? Why not to start something on your own? Why not to give employment to lakhs and millions of Indians? Why not to meet the needs